Okay, not very often we do this, but we're straight back with 2 more games. Okay, like we said, back with 2 games. We're going to play Werder Bremen after the 2 losses we just had, and we're going to play Hanover. So they're the 2 games we're going for today. We're not looking to bring anyone in the transfer window. I'd like to save that money. Our balance is going down significantly, so we'll have to try and arrest that one way or another. So I was a bit worried about spending a load more money, and plus, I don't really want to bring in somebody for the sake of bringing someone in. So I'm not going to bother. Right then, looking at the 2 teams, I'm desperate for a couple of wins here. So they're playing a 4-3-3 as well. They've got some very good players. Players that we might look at maybe half-inching if we get the opportunity to. In the summer window, I just don't think there's that much value for money at the moment. So going to stay away from that. We're playing the 4-1-4-1. And we have kicked off. Like I said, trying to recapture our form, really. Just gone a bit awry in the last 2 games. Again, 2 very tough games, Bayern and Leipzig. But I thought we were on a good run, and I thought we'd kind of nailed it. Again, down to individual errors. Coming up to the half an hour mark, and we haven't had a single highlight yet, which is interesting. Plenty of shots. Enough on target that you'd think that we'd get 1 or 2 highlights, but nothing so far. Highlight for us, ball in. Not attacked particularly well. Xavier keeps it alive. Back to Young. Ball in. Jatta. Oh, he scored. Get in. Put him back in the team after taking him out for the last game. Across the goalkeeper, I think the keeper saves it into his own net. Young swivels on the ball there. Jatta, 1 touch to set himself, and the keeper does just save it. Luckily for us, it nestles just inside the post. 1-0 coming up to half time. Get in. Okay, second half begins. Up to 9th position. 5 points behind the major European competitions. Or competition places, should I say. Highlight Werder Bremen. Can we win this ball, or can we win it back? Forced back. We're nice and narrow, but we're very far over on that right-hand side. Can we nick the ball back? Oh dear. Oh. Thought there was going to be a bit of a mix-up there. Don't just smash it at him. We've had this before in the Galatasaray save. Please, no. Xavier picks it up. It's a great pass by the goalkeeper. Beats his man, crosses. Jatta back post. There we go. 2-0. Brilliant. Jatta back in the team. Making me feel a little bit silly for leaving him out in the last match. Again, long ball from the goalkeeper. Xavier beats a couple of players. Think he cuts it, does he? No, he just delivers it left-footed. Jatta on the run. Header back across goal. Pavlenka doesn't have a chance. 2-0. Get in. Couple of substitutions made, which appears to allow them back into the game. Oh, it's gone behind the square, but they've still got it. Don't foul him. Selke crosses. Klaassen, Jody Klaassen wide. Thank goodness for that. So Arezzo's come on, and the right back's come on. I can't see his name and I can't remember it. I'll make another change coming up now. Last change coming up. Hunt coming off. Ozcan coming on. Hopefully we can see out this last 10 minutes. Up to 8th position. Can we get another goal to help that goal difference? Who's taking? It's a long throw by Leopold. Flicked on and over the bar. That probably sees us out for the win. Last little countdown. Couple of seconds left. Lovely if we can keep a clean sheet. And we do. 2-0. Buzzing. Away from home as well. Right, so we are back. No changes for us. It's the exact same lineup that just beat Werder Bremen in the last game. A 4-3-3 for them. And hopefully we can beat them. Obviously, they got a couple over on us last season and they won the league. So it'd be nice to get some revenge. No tunnel interview that time, so that's good. Don't have to waste our time bothering with that. It would be nice to get another win, especially after having a 2-loss episode last time out. So to have a 2-win or 2 positive results, I guess the only positive result against these lot would be to beat them, really. They're right down in the depth of the relegation zone. Did have a look at signing a couple of players. Like I said, there was no value for money in there. Oh, can we nick that? Oh yes, what a goal that is. He was actually the player that I was potentially going to replace as well. So, made the right decision there. Javier cuts it back. He just manages to nick in front of the man. Smashes it across goal. It's a good job they didn't see Brewster as being offside there or interfering with the line of the goalkeeper's sight. Half an hour played. Still only the one highlight of note. So if we could seal this result, it would see us up to 7th in the league, having played 21 games, but obviously a lot of the teams around us will have only played 20 games. Highlight for Hanover. I'm hoping that we can, yes, nick that and start a counter-attack. Now, Sibley, can he lay it off? He hasn't got the greatest amount of pace. Jatta delivers. And is that going to be a penalty? We'll have to wait on the VAR. And it is a penalty. Aaron Hunt to step up to take. And Hunt scores. Nice and casual. 2-0. Just before half-time. Very, very good time to score. As you can see. Across the goalkeeper. Nice and low. Bottom corner. Classic penalty finish. Very pleased with the first half performance. Told the lads that passionately. Hopefully we can keep a second clean sheet in a row would be pretty incredible. Especially in our first season back in the Bundesliga. Jatta. Javier couldn't really bring that under control. Young. Hunt. Sibley. Hunt. Sibley. Can he find a forward pass? He does. Javier. Into the box. And they've won it, and I think they're going to counter-attack here. They are. This has been a long highlight, and they don't usually end well when you get a long highlight like that. He's going to score, maybe not. Just say, oh, he's offside. Couple of changes made coming into the hour mark. Gaia Mera has come on at right back. He's the same guy that came on in the last game who I couldn't remember. And Arezzo has come on up front. I'd like to try and get him some more opportunities to score some goals. 70 minutes played. Last substitution brought on Van Drogelen for Young. Would be fantastic to keep this clean sheet. I'll be so happy if we can obviously exchange that last episode where we lost both games for this episode. If we can win both games, especially with 2 clean sheets, that really would be impressive. And it's game over. 2-0 win. Okay. Because we know the season's pretty much dead, if we could get Europe, that'd be pretty impressive. Next games we're going to be back for Mainz at home and Fortuna Dusseldorf away. I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I am. It's probably going to take a couple more seasons before we can actually try and challenge at the top, but I hope you're enjoying it. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next episode.